Hello there, Seraphim17 once again. This is some Dark Souls 3 footage that's just been released in a trailer format, and it's going to be teasing a couple of features that I'd like to point out and analyse with you now, guys, as I slow this down to half speed and we see our intrepid hero staring at what looks like a burning tree. So some of these images are going to flick past quite quickly, and a lot of them are combined with the areas that we played in the beta, if you managed to get in, with some new areas full of hanging bodies, decrepit corpses, and all kinds of crazy looking hamlets that are very reminiscent of the Hemwick Charnel Lane from Bloodborne. So a lot of different elements coming together here to forge this Souls game, as we see the bodies hung up on the top of the spears, on top of the roofs, in a very just intimidating looking village. Lots of stylistic camera pans here, type of shit I can get behind. There he's wielding a weird spear, and there's a crazy Laura hand. This is a fat version of that Artorias knight that you could kill in the beta. He has a scythe, he has a big saw, butcher-esque motherfucker, and that's one of the Sen's Fortress dudes evolved. And there's a weird tree monster, which if you saw the other footage, he's a boss. Bunch of people praying to a pyre and a crazy lady in the middle. That's just straight up weird and very Latrian feeling. As we get this interesting text and some nice particulates happening in the background, which will test us. That's the dude I killed in the beta. That's an area from the beta as well. We know the jump attacks, we've seen those before. That's that boss creature that was very impressive, but it's going to kill the frame rate, you know it will. Fat version again with the mace. There's the first boss, if you don't know. That concerns me because he did not touch him then and he still flinched on his shield, which means that the jumping attacks are still bullshitty. This is an interesting one too. Lingering hurtbox from that ice that did crystal damage to him after rolls, which is dangerous. There's a big fiery Taurus demon evolved. It looked like Burial, didn't he, that fella? Stay the course. Ellipses. There's a charge attack. There's an interesting piece of editing, as he's using a longsword, so there's the critical art or the weapon art for the longsword. I'm really curious to see what those weapon arts are going to be for all those weapons, because it's the single thing that's exciting me the most. There's the buff with the pine resin. There's a couple of quick slashes. He's using the great sword of Mira on these frames here. If you look at it, it's got that upwards like hilt. And right now he's using the Caduceus shield for people who really know their shields. Just a standard wooden shield. This is some kind of crazy sundial on the end of a giant stick, and he's poking it up that monster's ass. That's our good friend Smo. Icy Smo. Going on all fours like the dog he is. Watch this. That should have hit him, that. In any other Souls game, that would have hit him. So that gives me a lot of faith in that stomp attack. I'm very happy. There's a shortle or some kind of sickle. That better go through shields. There's some double daggers looking really fast. That's some random generic miracle in a pretty nice place. Here's him getting beaten up by the evolved Boulder Knight fellas. That's a katana, boys. That is a katana. I would know that moveset anywhere. You're also going to see him dual wield a sword with a katana, and he does a weird slash. That's some kind of crazy Seta scrubber. There was a nice swing. That's the mirror sword again, against the people in the beta. You see that? That guy got hit. There's the katana double wielded just then. He had a sword and a katana, and he did kind of like a cool looking slash. There was also evidence of an elemental weapon, because when he hit that dude, it set him on fire, and he did that little crazy dance that they do. But that trailer's worth watching normally, because it's also got a very stylized cover of a song on it, which might be to your taste, it might not be to your tastes. But I took it out because it's going to be copyrighted to fuck, and I wanted to really look at this, because it's been a while since I've looked at Dark Souls 3 footage, it's been a while since I played it, and I'm really excited for this game. So thank you very much for watching, you take care now.